What's going on, my fellow Photoshoppers? It's Conti here with another Photoshopping tutorial. In today's video we are going to look at how to create an image based on the cover picture for a YouTube video called Cybercity, a Synthwave Mix by the YouTube user Odysseus. So Photoshop windows open at the ready. Go to File, New. The canvas size you want will be 1600 pixels wide, 1000 pixels high. Go to your gradient tool, click on the gradient thumbnail. You are going to need 3 different colors for your sky. The first one will be black. The second one in the middle, if you left click underneath the gradient rectangle to create one of these boxes. The color code will be 380672. The third and final color that you'll need on the right hand side will be the following: B82C9D. Click OK. Ensure that the linear gradient option is selected. Drag your mouse cursor to the top of your canvas. Hold Shift, left click on your mouse, hold the mouse button down, drag your mouse cursor to the bottom of the canvas. Let go of the mouse button when you've reached the bottom. Rename the layer Sky. Now to create the buildings, go to View, Show and Grid. In View also make sure that Snap is ticked. Go to Edit, Preferences and Guides, Grid and Slices. Under Guides, Grid and Slices, in the Grid section, ensure that the color is light grey. The grid line is every 60 pixels. Style lines and subdivision 7. Click OK. Create a new layer. Name this Main Tower. Go to the polygonal lasso tool. Go to the top of your canvas and move 1 row down on your grid. Left click in an intersection on your grid once. Hold Shift, drag your mouse cursor to the left. Left click again when you are at the next intersection. Drag your mouse cursor down by 15 blocks. After 15 rows, drag your mouse cursor to the left by 1 column. Stop when you have reached the intersection. Left click once. Hold Shift and drag your mouse cursor to the right. Move across by 2 columns. Hold Shift and drag your mouse cursor up by 15 pixels once again. When you reach the top, you should see that a circle icon appears around your lasso tool. This means that the selection lines will be connected together when you left click. Left click on the mouse once. Press Shift and backspace. Select white as your fill color. Press OK. Press Ctrl D to deselect. Rename the layer Main Tower Left Side. Right click on the Main Tower left side layer and select Duplicate Layer. Rename this duplicated layer Main Tower Right Side. With the Main Tower Right Side layer selected, go to Edit, Transform and Flip Horizontal. Select your Move tool. Left click and select your Main Tower Right Side and drag that over by 2 columns worth. Hold in Shift as you do this. Let go once your tower now has 2 blocks for its width at the top and 4 blocks width at the bottom. Go to your gradient tool. Click on the gradient thumbnail at the top of your screen. Your first color this time will be the following: 240652. Your second color, F90392, and your bottom color, white. Select the middle pink layer, drag that across so its location changes to about 66%. Click OK. Select the main tower left side layer. Hold Ctrl and left click on the main tower left side thumbnail. Go to the top of the selection of the layer, hold in Shift, left click on your mouse, drag the mouse cursor down to the bottom, let go once you've reached the bottom selection line of your left mouse button. Press Ctrl and D to deselect. Follow the same procedure for the right side of your tower, only this time use the following colours. For the first colour, use 0C002D. For the middle colour, F90C76. This time for your main tower right side, ensure that your left colour is at a location of 30% and your second colour is at a location of 80%. Keep the last white colour at location 100%. Click OK. Select the elliptical marquee tool. Go to your canvas and draw an oval shape which is about 3 blocks wide and 2 blocks high. Go back to your gradient tool once again. This time the top colour will be 210246 and the middle colour will be 7D2A6D. Keep the last colour as white. With the central colour, change its location to 80%. Select a new layer. Rename this Tower Top. With the gradient tool selected, go to the central left side of the selection, hold Shift on your keyboard, left click on the mouse, drag across to the opposite side and let go. Select your Move tool, drag this to the top of your screen, press Ctrl and T on your keyboard to select the free Transform tool, rotate your oval shape clockwise by 30%. Reduce the height of the oval shape by almost 30%. Reduce the width by about 18 or 17%. Press enter when you're done. Notice how the square tops of the tower are still evident. Go to the eraser tool. Select hard round. I'm going to use a 72 pixel size for this one here. Select your main tower right side layer. Left click in the top right box containing your oval shape to erase the part of the tower going above the tip of your tower. Select the main tower left side. Do the same. To check how your buildings are looking at any time, go to View, Show and untick Grid. Use the same techniques to create the rest of your buildings in your Synthwave image. For my front building, from my original poster, the bottom blue colour was 100141 and the top was black. I also used a darker pink for the tower behind the main central one, which was B8269B. The top central part of the same tower was 0A0125. Go to View, Show and Grid again. Go to your rectangular marquee tool. Create a new layer and call this Pink Grid. Go to the first column on your grid, left click in an intersection and drag your mouse cursor to the far side of the grid to create a whole rectangle on one row. Let go of your left mouse button. Hold Shift and repeat this all the way down, skipping a row each time, like so. Press Shift and Backspace. Click where it says Use and go to Color. Ensure that you have the color FA0396 selected. Click OK and OK again. Press Ctrl and D to deselect. Drag your pink grid layer to the top of your layer list. Press Ctrl and T. Reduce the size of your pink grid to 20% for both width and height. Press Enter. Drag your pink grid layer so that it is 5 blocks from the top of your tower and in the center. Right click on pink grid layer again and duplicate layer. Click OK. Hold Shift, drag your new pink grid layer down. Let go of your left mouse button once the duplication is directly below the original and repeat once more. Hold Ctrl on your keyboard, left click on all grid layers, right click and merge layers. Hold Ctrl and left click both your main tower layers, right click and merge layers together. Hold Ctrl on your keyboard, left click on the main tower layer. Press Ctrl, Shift and I to select the outside of the tower. Go back to the pink grid layer. Press Delete to erase the pink grid lines that are outside of the tower. Press Ctrl and D to deselect. Select your eraser tool. Increase size to approximately 200 and choose Soft Round. Opacity is 100%, hardness 0. With the pink grid layer selected, go to the top of the tower, just where the pink grid starts. Left click and drag across to make the fade effect. Repeat at the bottom and go through the middle also. Reduce the opacity of the pink grid layer to 75%. Create a new layer called Shooting Star. Go to your rectangular marquee tool. Left click and draw a rectangle selection across your screen. Ensure that the height is not too big. Let go of your left mouse button. Go to the gradient tool. Click on the gradient thumbnail. Choose foreground to transparent. Ensure that the main color is white. Click OK. Go to the left side of your selection inside your new shooting star layer. Hold Shift on your keyboard. Left click, drag your mouse cursor across the screen. Let go of the left mouse button on the other side. Press Ctrl and D. Go to the polygonal lasso tool. Go to the bright end of your shooting star. Go right slightly. Left click once on your mouse, hold Shift and drag your mouse cursor to the left bottom. Left click once again, drag your mouse up and to the side again to create a triangle. Press Delete to create a triangular edge effect to your shooting star. Press Ctrl and D. Create about 2 or 3 more similar shooting star layers. Ensure that you vary the size of each one using the free transform tool and also the opacity. Reduce this to about 60% and then 40% for 2 of your other ones. I'm going to change the opacity to this shooting star to 80%. Left click and select the thumbnail of your main tower layer. Ensure that your shooting star layer is selected again. Press Delete to create the effect of the shooting star going behind the tower. To create the brightness effect of the main tower, click on New Layer. I'm going to rename this City Light. Go to your brush tool. For this occasion here, I'm going to use a 473 pixel size soft round brush with an opacity of 100. Select the color white. Inside your City Light layer, left click anywhere. I'm going to go into the middle, click on Edit, Transform and Warp. With this tool here, you can stretch the light so that it reaches out to other places and can ensure that it stays thin on the ground also. Use the eraser tool to ensure that the white effect doesn't go onto your building so strongly. To create the ground, go to create a new layer, go to your rectangular marquee tool, view show grid. The ground will be 3 rows high. Press shift and backspace and fill in with the color black. Press Ctrl and D. Rename the layer ground. Ensure that the ground layer is above sky but below the rest of your other layers. Open up your city picture. Go to Image, Adjustments and Posterize. Set the level to 3. Go to Adjustments and Black and White. Go back to Layers again. Hold Control on your keyboard, left click on both the black and white adjustment layer and the city layer, right click and merge layers. Go to your Move tool, left click on your image, drag it up to your project window. Don't let go of the left mouse button until you are over the canvas of your Synthwave city. You can unshow the grid here. Press Ctrl and T. Reduce the height and width to about 50%. Press Enter. Drag the city image to one side of your screen. Try and have the top of the city level with the edge of your black ground layer. Right click on your new city layer and duplicate layer. Hold shift, left click and drag this duplicated layer across to the opposite side. Select the eraser tool, ensure that it's soft round and 201, opacity 100. Erase the dark night sky above your new city layer. Drag the eraser down to the tip of your city. Repeat the same for the other city image also. Go around the edges of your city to create a circular effect using the eraser tool. Go to create a new layer. Call this Pink City Light. Go to your rectangular marquee tool, select one of your city layers. I'm going to select my left one first of all. Left click and drag your mouse button over to create a rectangular selection over your city. Go to your gradient tool. Ensure that you create a gradient of 2 colors. The pink I will use this time is F60690. Choose radial gradient. With your Pink City Lights layer selected, go to the middle of the selection with your mouse, left click, hold your left mouse button down, drag out to any side, let go once you've hit the selection line. Go to your blending option for your Pink City Lights layer and choose Multiply. Reduce the opacity to roughly 70%. I'm going to do mine 72 here. Right click and duplicate the Pink City Lights layer. Hold shift, left click and drag your duplicated layer across to the other city image. Press Ctrl and D to deselect. Don't forget that you can also use the shooting star technique to also create the building lights. Notice how the opaque part of the light is hidden behind the building so that the light coming from the rooftop is more transparent. Double click on the ground layer next to its layer name to open up layer style. Tick outer glow. Ensure that the blend mode is normal, opacity 75%, noise 0, color is white. Technique softer, spread 12%, size 24. Click OK. To create these stars, select a new layer. Select the brush tool. For my first star, I will use a 7 pixel brush. Ensure that you have hard round selected, opacity 100. Try and avoid creating more than 10 stars in total. Also, each time, change the opacity where possible. I'm going to paint my next star with an 80% opacity and use 20 pixels. Go to the text tool, left click anywhere in the screen. In this particular example, I'm going to use Ebrima, size 90, strong and white. After each letter you type, ensure that you press a space. You do not want the lines at the top and the bottom of your eye. Right click on your text layer that you've just created once you've typed all your characters. Choose rasterize type. Zoom in using your magnifying glass. Select your animated marquee tool and delete these two lines from the eye, like so. Press Ctrl and D when you're done. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. To support this channel, please like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have any ideas about what I could do a Photoshop project next. To support this channel, please like and subscribe. Join me soon for another Photoshopping tutorial. Thank you very much again for watching. Take care.